Hey everybody, it's Mark from the Sexy Beast Journey. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm going to start doing some guitar reviews for bass guitars. And I don't want to do just any guitar because yeah, I can go to do some recon and contact some guitar companies and have them send me free guitars. But then your view is skewed because you got a free guitar and you want to get another free guitar from that company. If you get a guitar and completely bash that guitar and it sounds terrible, it's a horrible piece of equipment, they're not going to send you another guitar. I don't want to do that. I want to review guitars that I buy. That being said, I also make guitars. This is the one I'm currently working on. I've already got the wrist groove kind of sanded into it, but yeah, it's got a long ways to go. I think you're probably hearing the music in the background. That's Jason Charles Miller. He's a great guy, great musician. He does voiceovers. If you play video games, if you watch anime, you've heard his voice, you probably just don't know it. I'm playing that because my neighbor's playing some music and I don't want their music to come over on the video for YouTube and end up having YouTube shut me down or something. YouTube, you know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, let's get to the brass tacks, as they would say. The guitar that I'm reviewing today is the absolute cheapest guitar that I could find anywhere. I bought this guitar in November, so it gave me some time to play with it and see what I think of it. This guitar, when I bought it, was $78. Now the economy has kind of changed a little bit, and I think right now they're about $97. The guitar itself, I just bought just because it was the cheapest bass, and I was just going to use it for parts. Like building this, take the neck, put it on this. But after playing this guitar for a few months, I can't do that. This is the guitar. It's just a standard style. The neck is maple. The body is basswood, but it's not that really light basswood. See, it's somewhat balanced. Somewhat balanced. It's a little bit off, but not bad. I guess I should turn the volume off on it, huh? I'll give the negative for this guitar right off. Right, the negative are the cheap tuners. The guitar, if you play it for 30 minutes, you're going to have to retune. It goes out pretty far in 30 minutes. But if you just spend 40 bucks, change the tuners, then you put a whole $140 into a bass guitar that actually sounds good. This one, it's got the P pickups and the J pickup. It's a standard 4-string bridge. It's not a name brand or anything special. If you buy this bridge separate, it's like 10 bucks. All right, it's not an expensive bridge, but it's functional. It does the job. It's centered properly. If you see the spacing on the strings, the distance from this edge, the distance from that edge, it's set up perfect. This is exactly in the right place. The neck is perfectly in line. It's a lot better quality than I expected for $78. The pots are all great. They feel good. They feel like they've got a little tension on them. They don't feel like some of those garbage pots that you typically find on a cheap guitar. This is actually a no brand name guitar. There's no name on it. There's one guitar company over in China that makes a lot of these guitars, and they'll have all kinds of different names. It could be Glary, could be Mitchell, could be anything. It's all from the same factory. And I can't say enough about it. I mean, they really did a good job on this guitar. Didn't have to shape any of the frets. The frets are all perfect. They don't buzz unless I do something wrong. Which, hey, I'm not the best bass guitar player. I do things wrong. Oh yeah, I opened it up. I looked at the inside. The soldering job that's done on it is really nice. Really looks like whoever soldered it knew what they were doing. The pots are your standard small made in China pots. But if you can look at a lot of YouTube videos, and most people that are more into the electronics than I am will tell you that a pot is a pot is a pot. It doesn't matter if you buy a $1 pot or if you buy a $10 pot. They all do the same thing. And I have absolutely no complaints about the pots that are on here. The capacitor that they used for the tone knobs is dead on. I love the sound that comes off of that capacitor. The strings are round wound. They're really comfortable in my opinion. They're standard size. They're not super thick. I've got a set of super slinkies over here that's actually going on that guitar. Those are thick. Those are a lot thicker strings. Those are going to be a little more work to play. But eventually I'll review that guitar. Of course it's going to be a good review. Hello? I'm making it. I ain't going to bash my own guitar. Come on. But I'm impressed with this guitar. If you want a cheap guitar, you want something you can just throw stickers on. I just decorated this up as, hey, why not? It's a $78 guitar. If you got an $800 Fender or Ibanez or something, you're probably not going to put stickers on it. You got a $78 guitar, it's not a problem. Go ahead, put stickers on it all day long. And if you need someone to make some stickers for you to put on your guitar, I just happen to know somebody, so hit me up. If I remember, I'll put a link to her Facebook page on the description. Just like Jason Charles Miller in the background was gracious enough to let me use his music to kind of play in the background here. So there'll be a link to his YouTube in the description. And I am not an affiliate. I do not make any money from these guitars, but I will put a link to where I got this one. So if you happen to want to get one, we can do that. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit pause on Jason's music. And I'm going to play something that Jason might recognize if he actually sees this video. My rendition of the song Penetrate by Godhead. So as you can see, it's got a really good sound. It doesn't have a lot of rattle. I think I get more rattle out of this cheap speaker than I do the frets or anything. So yeah, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a solid 7, probably closer to an 8. So if you trust my opinion and you want to play a bass, especially if you're just learning, you want to learn to play a bass, this is a great one to learn on. You don't want to put a lot of money into it. Spend about $100 on this. They have little devices that you can plug in where the cord goes and where headphones about 18 bucks on eBay. So if around 120 bucks, you could start learning to play. And you can go to YouTube, you can find all kinds of videos. Any song that you like, you can go to YouTube and learn to play. How about, oh, how's it go? One Nation Army. I wasn't planning on playing that, so probably should have thought about that ahead of time and had it in my head. But anyway, that's the review for this guitar. And if you have one of these, let me know what you think down below, because I just ordered this, got whatever was on the shelf they sent to me, so it's not like the manufacturer went over it with a fine-tooth comb and decided, okay, this is the best one, we're going to send this to them for review. I didn't tell them I was doing a review. I just bought a bass, just like anybody else would. So I have a feeling this is indicative of what you would get. If you got one that was defective, or you got one that was excellent, leave a comment down below. Let me know. Alright? It's been a great time, and I hope to see you on my next review. Don't forget to like, feel free to share on Facebook, subscribe, do all that wonderful stuff. Send me $1,000. Whatever you want to do, I'm down for it. See you later.